Happening now, BART management and its unions at the negotiation table at this hour as the clock ticks down to a BART strike. The state-mandated cooling-off period ended last night at midnight, and the BART unions gave a 72-hour strike notice. That means that another nightmare for commuters could be just days ahead if no deal is reached by Monday morning at 12:01. KRON 4's Justine Waltman live in Oakland tonight with the latest. Justine.
Pam, those talks are still going on right now at the Caltrans building behind me, and these talks will continue late into the evening. Today, the biggest development is that BART's general manager, Grace Kroniken, came to the negotiation table, and that is something that the unions have been asking for a while. The big deal with her being here is that she is the one that will be able to authorize a deal. And so both sides, that's BART management and the unions, are telling us here at KRON 4 News, with her here, it's very important because now she's able to hear both sides of this labor dispute for herself.
They've got to explain to her their feelings, their concerns, explain their proposals, and she's very interested. I mean, she asks questions and tries to provoke them to ask more questions or give her answers. So, I mean, I think it's been very positive.
It has, only because we can talk to her directly, and we don't have to worry about someone else telling our story or explaining our information for us. If she has any questions, then she's able to ask those questions and get the answers.
And the questions that she's been giving mostly have to do with what do the unions want? What can they do to reach a deal? What can they do to solve the salary disputes and the compensation issues that have been holding up the contract start deal from the very beginning? While you were listening to the sound there from Thomas Hawk and also Antoinette Bryan, I was able to talk with some union members who are walking back into the building. They told me that they will be back out to give another update at 10 o'clock this evening, but still as of right now, no deal in the BART contract dispute, but both sides, though, have said that they will work throughout the weekend to avoid a BART strike on Monday. Live in Oakland, I'm Justine Waltman, KRON 4 News.
New tonight at 8 o'clock for the third time this year now. The Bay Area stands on the brink of another BART labor dispute. The drama, which has played out for months, started last spring. KRON 4's Charles Clifford shows us how the situation got to this point.
In August 2009, BART management and its two largest unions, ATU and SEIU, agreed to a 4-year labor contract. This past April, they returned to the negotiating table to try to work out a new deal. But by late June, it was apparent that there were major disagreements over wages and health care benefits. After failing to reach a compromise, BART's union workers walked off the job on the morning of July 1st, shutting down the entire system. The strike forced tens of thousands of people to find other ways to get around. It created traffic jams and irritated commuters.
They need to get it together. As a commuter, it's just not a fun deal.
On the evening of July 4th, the two sides agreed to a 30-day cooling-off period, and the train started rolling the next afternoon. On August 4th, with the unions threatening to walk off the job yet again, Governor Jerry Brown intervened. He ordered BART employees to keep working for at least another week. A few days later, BART management and the unions presented their positions to an inquiry board. With yet another strike deadline looming and no solution in sight, the governor requested a 60-day cooling-off period on August 11th. Since then, the two sides have continued to negotiate, although sporadically. The governor's cooling-off period officially ended on October 11th, although both sides have agreed to keep talking through at least the end of the weekend. In the newsroom, Charles Clifford, KRON 4 News.